Johnny, Nessie, there's George in. Adrian, Tracy, how y'all doing? It is freezing. So much so, I've been good. Got gloves on. Well, a glove at the minute. I'm not a glove fan, it does my head in. We had, I think it was -5 on Friday night into Saturday. Saturday it didn't really thaw at all. And cleaning up the patio yesterday, there's ice sat like that thick already. And this week is going to be brutal. It's not going to get above freezing, I think, by Wednesday. So it's going to be a wee bit chilly. Ooh, heck. Towpath, good to see you. Ralph, you alright? One night, how you doing? Terry, where you at? There you are, Terry, how you doing? Scott, good evening. One night, is it evening for you as well? So the farmer with the sheeple has moved them from that field to that one. Can't see why. Stevie boy. There. Sorry, is that alright? Someone was trying to ring us. Green Goblin, how you doing? Hang on, Green Goblin, I'll give you a wrench. There you go. How's things, you lovely, lovely lot? I'm suddenly getting loads of messages and calls about life insurance. I think they're trying to tell me something. So the sheeple, I think, will have had all the Oh, is it nice and toasty hot there, Scott? Because it's not here. It's Baltic. Adrian, how are you doing, sir? Sheeple are looking a bit mucky and damp. Should we have a look at the sheeple? The signal gods didn't want me to see the sheeple. Signal behave or we'll fall out. Sorry, it hates me today. Darn it. Right, well. Anyone seen Jamie? I know he's not been well. And he's not posted a video today yet. Hope he's alright. Bless his cotton socks. Ooh, you got a caravan. Spirit, good morning, how are you doing? Hope who understands what we're missing. The Green Goblin, well. Yeah, it's shelter. It's a roof. Trap, how you doing? Towpath, as if. See up here, it was -5 the other, well, Saturday morning. Yes, I've got ice that. Sam's been playing with it on the patio, it's about 2 inch thick. It's above freezing today. Beth, how you doing, chick? But the rest of the week, it's gonna be both at -3 tonight. And not much more during the day. Trap, what's it like up there? I am surprised it rained. No, I like it in the cold. I've got daughter's lurgy though. See, with her working with the old folk, she keeps bringing all the coughs and colds back. Well, Tors, how are you doing? Nora, how are you doing, chick? You well? Sarah in? Sorry, Sarah, I didn't see you. Ooh, no, don't go out in the fog. John Mayo, how are you doing? How's things, John? Ooh, motorsport support ambulance. Never knew there was such a thing. I thought that was a regular ambulance being recovered because it had broken down. But it had motorsport support written on the side. Where's me goat friends? Nessie, that Gary the goat. I love him. He is precisely why I love goats. If you've got TikTok, look up Gary the goat. He's hilarious. The woman that owns him has got an alpaca farm. And to keep him safe, she had to take him out the paddock and put him in the dog kennel. She come to let him out and he destroyed the door. Like, he'd absolutely trashed the dog kennel door. So, Liz, how you doing, chick? Is it cold there as well, Liz? And as for little Miss Sleepwalker, love her. She's so funny. Thanks, Trap. What's Green Goblin said? Mr. Evans, how you doing? Yeah, if I go out in fog, I always get ill. So we've got a stagger underneath a tree. Oh God, I can't be bothered, you know that. We'll tiptoe through the mud, over the branches, and past the goats. Hello, my little buddies. They're so cute. They're also goats, so... Hippy Dippy, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Oh, Beth, I was howling. Daughter showed me her. The one where she's taken the cans of alcohol and planting them in the garden in the snow. And that was it. I had to look. Oh, they're coming. Hello, little friends. Goats, my horny little friends, come here. Oh, cool, John. We've possibly got snow for midweek. Liz, I love goats. Dave Knight, how are you doing? I'm getting snow envy. Another friend was showing us in it's Czech Republic. And he was sending us some photos of the snow. And it's like, oh, send it my way. Hello, little friend. Hello. Are you going to batter each other today? Gary the goat, one that Nessie sent us, he gets tennis balls stuck on the end of his horns. Hello. How we diddling? Oh, you've got your tail up, or you're not in a mood. Yeah. Hello, little friend. Hello. Oh, do you want the leaves? Shall I give you some leaves? There you go. They love the leaves. They'll eat the leaves over anything else. Ooh, heck. Did you hear that? Hello. Hello, little buddy. Are you going to headbutt me? Yes, you are. Any knees? Hello. It's trying to get that rope in its horns. It plays with it. It gets its horn through and then rags it around like a lunatic. Hey, any chance of you not headbutting? See, look, it's trying to get the rope. It loves getting the rope on its horn. You missed it. And you're getting your head stuck. Here, look, I'll help you. You missed it. Right, don't clobber me hand. There, you're in it. Hello, sir. Ooh, look at his knobbles. Hello, young man. Then he undoes himself and then he sticks it back on. He loves it. See? See how he's trying to pick it up? He's cute. I'd grab your horn, but I don't want black and blued. Logman, how you doing? Yeah, but Gary the goat on TikTok, like Nessie sent is, I kind of makes me crave a goat even more. He's an absolute arsehole. He destroyed the dog's. He just destroyed the dog's kennel door. Just shafted it. He does all sorts. He escapes. He messes with the neighbours' horses. Hassles. She painted his nose blue to see if he was hassling the alpacas, and the alpacas have big blue patches on the side. And the goat's nose was not blue at all. Hilarious. Oh, Eric, aye. Eric the alpaca's got a bit of an attitude. And he was scrapping with another one. And the woman, she's really, really funny. She was getting Eric told. But I could see myself with goats and possibly alpacas. They're just so much fun. The arses. They're not normal. Pizza, you legend, you. How signal behave. Increased. She'd start a sleepwalk. And they've got cat side, and she's dragging along. She's just dragging a lead. That tickled me so badly. John, how you doing? AAP. How you doing, Luke? Oh, no way. I hope you're all better soon. How's Becca dealing with it? Is she all right? But yeah, I'll send you a link. I've not laughed like that in a long time. It's hilarious. Hope you're all better soon, AAP. There was a shoot on. Oh, hello, little blue tip. Shoot on just through those woods at the back there. Yes, no, Saturday. Yeah, that's what I said about Becca, bless her heart, that she might struggle with it. Sorry, phone call. My mum in a panic. Can you hear me all right? Or do I need to shut it down and come back? Nick, how you doing, chick? Mick, the muckiest of Micks, how you doing? I had my mum on the phone just there. She's in Asda, getting the Bairns Christmas presents. Happy days, it worked. They must have fixed the bug because it wouldn't let me, if I got a call, it wouldn't let me get back in. Happy days. AAP, welcome to the Sticky Release. Thank you very, very much. Getting mucky, Shaz, are you on with bait? There's nothing worse. Me and my youngest had it together, but that was only two of us. You're a big family. Absolutely miserable it must be. Jamie was worried about you. You all right? How are you feeling, Jamie? Pizza, as if indeed. Pure as a driven snow, ask Sarah. If you squint your eyes, look, well, you can't really see because it's in the clouds. There's a hilltop missing there, but if you went down in the next valley, followed it up, you'd be at Ralph's-ish. Quinn, how you doing? Johnny, that steak looked absolutely divine. Absolutely beautiful. You've now got a steak stuck in my head. Sarah, yes, we are the angel row, aren't we? Rest up when you can, Jamie, because it's not like you. Daisy, are you sweating your bits off? Is it Scorchio? Someone was telling me they've got 40 degrees, but I can't remember which part of Australia they were in. If you haven't seen it, go and check out Johnny's steak. Oh my word. Beautiful piece of meat. Ooh, And so it begins. It wasn't actually designated as a storm, but we had a storm last week. It was iffy. So we're going to have a snoop. Ooh, I see some cock pheasants in the field. You tell them, Sarah. Yes. We're the angels. As you do. So have a snoop around in that, you know. Felicia. AAP, do you know what? Nessie bought Mucky Mick, for his birthday. Oh, quack quacks. A blow-up doll. That somehow got caught, named Filthy Shaz. And Filthy Shaz, a blow-up doll, goes fishing. Aye, well, I've still got about 2 inches of ice on the patio. Sam plays with it. Jamie, I'm not a clever daughter, I think, because that's not very similar to you. And I started yesterday. And because I'm immune suppressed, my bones throb, and not in a good way. If I get a lurgy, it's not pleasant. Yeah, us northern hemispheres are brass monkeys, and the likes of Daisy and Scott in chat scorch you. Have you been in touch again, Ralph? Have you got any open fireplaces in the house? Green Goblin, I had it in January. 105. Ooh, pheasant running. Fastest cock in the west. It stops you. Oh no. There's a hen running straight to him. There's a cock in the air. Is that a cock? It's a white one if it is. That's his baby Jesus. Yeah, I've totally lost my track of thought. As if pizza, what do you think? Do you know what? There's loads of them at the minute, Beth, with the shooting going on. Just on the other side of that trees. I've not heard any shooting today, but they do push across here a lot. What is that in that tree? That's mahoosive. That can't be a bird. Oh, it's the way a branch is bent. From back here, it looks like there's something huge sat in the tree. Jamie, have you got any Sudafed? Your local chemist or maybe your supermarkets will have their own like Lemsip tablets. Bees knees, Sudafed's my best friend. Quinn, there's loads. The gamekeepers work differently on this estate to how we always did. We used to pen them up, collect eggs and hatch the chicks off, but they buy day-old chicks and they get stupid numbers and they put way too many birds down because after they release them from the woods before the shooting season, they're not going up and feeding them. They just leave them. They're not keeping them where they are, and they're nomadic, they'll wander. So I think there was about 50 in here together last week or the week before. A pheasant nearly made my arse fall out a few weeks back. Well, I was right on top of it. And you know how they sit silent and then just fly up? Wow, me heart. I'm amazed. No bad word, well, worse words than were in my head came out. Stew Pot, how you doing? Are you nice and snug and warm on this horrible, well, it's not horrible, is it? Cold day. I think this air mass that's causing this is coming from Scandinavia, where my Viking forefathers are from. Blew my mind, that DNA test. Can I do it without? So my surname stems back to the Crusades and then bringing back vegetation, we'll say. And I got back to the UK, it was getting laid out on the roads. So when I got my DNA tested, I was like, it's going to be all English, British. But now I'm more Scandinavian than I am British. It's like, okay. Sweden and Norway. Finland. Where else? Oh, a little sprinkle. Like 1% of the Balearics. But yeah, I'm a true Viking. Get in. So the old farm cobbles last literally forever. Nothing in there to hold them in place. They're just laid. Jean, how are you doing? Good morning. Jean, I'm with you on that today. All right, Nick, you're doing a good job. Painting's looking smart. Do you want to come do mine? Oh, it was a deer, it's a shadow. A hole between bushes. How's things, Jean, apart from being poorly sick? So you've got 2 stalls on this side of the old barn. The ironwork's still there as well. So they had a door. What's Mick saying? Ooh, you got your maggot out. Yes. Shh. Shh, be quiet. Dear. So it wasn't a shadow, it was actually a deer. You little beauty. If we just got one, or we got more. It's clock me. MT, how you doing? Actually found the deer I've been looking for. That is a roe deer. How's things, MT, in your world? If you don't know MT, go over. Fantastic channel. Yeah, it's a roe. Be surprised if it's on its own. It's a book, I think. That's it, we'll fellow walk this way. I think he's going to come around this side, you know. He is. Yes, he's coming this way. There he is. He's walking right to me. Wow. Should just be able to make out his antlers. He's a funny lad, he's just a young one. You see, he's maybe 2-year-old, 3 at tops. I like the American whitetails. got a big white butt. They're pretty much identical to whitetails, but a lot smaller. These are the main deer in this area. Look, he's watching me still. That's how you normally see them. That little white rump. Right, is he on his own? And will we catch him on the other side? Can't believe he came straight to us. Right, I'll keep the lookout for the rest. David Bellamy on there's no wind, so he wouldn't smell us, but I didn't want to spook him. Talking. So, MT, sorry about that. I was whispering to you, sorry. If you don't know MT, go over. Fantastic channel. Lovely, 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 lovely people. We'll just have a look to see if he's got any does. They tend to herd up for the winter and split off in spring when the does go to have the fawns. He's likely to be the fawn that was born here a couple of years ago. Seen that now, he had too many points. I think he had 2 points. What's looking down your side eye? We might actually catch him on the back end, as you do. I haven't got a beard. I can't be David, I haven't got a beard. Just looking back to see if we've got anybody. Ooh, heck. Hello, pigeon. A pigeon that's asking to be eaten by the hawks. And the carrion crows. Right in the centre of town. Ooh, heck, my finger. Right, I'll tell you a story, Quinn. So Cheep Cheep, my big rooster, me feather baby, his dad, when he hatched, he was paralysed. He could move his wing, that's about it. I've got videos up, sorry, I'm deer looking. And I fixed him. Human vitamins can help reverse the effects of wry-neck, which is a vitamin deficiency. It can be a deficiency in the hen or the egg itself, and syringe feeding him human Barocca tablets, honey, some warm water and some chick crumb, all mushed together in a syringe, giving him some every few hours, half hour, just a couple of drops, and it got him up walking and answering to his name. So other half was absolutely amazed at my little Yeti, how you doing? Other half was amazed that I got that paralysed chick up on its feet. And after that, George was like my little feathered dog. He'd follow us everywhere, answer to his name, the works. So I'd gone, damn it, J's, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's come back. Right, I might be able to get to show you the J's if I keep my gob shut. So I went down the local, oh no, it's moved. Went down the local shop a couple of weeks later, and the lasses behind the counter were grinning. And you think, right. And they said, oh, I hear you've got a new nickname. That's 4 J's just flown through. I was like, you what? She says, oh, I hear that you're called the cock whisperer. I didn't know what to do. I knew exactly where it had come from. It was other half. Hopefully, there must be a little wren in there. So I was spread around the town that I was called a cock whisperer. Yay me. I was mortified for a start. So you see how he's fixed? Partridge. No, they're not. Starlings. Bar humbug. Starlings, horrible stinky little birds. Amanda, how you doing, chick? Amanda had a roe deer buck. Finally spotted him. I'm just saying that I fixed Cheep Cheep when he was Cheep Cheep's dad. I was paralysed. Another half was down the shops in town, telling everybody that my nickname's the cock whisperer. Ooh, yeah, yeah, have you got much snow yet? I didn't know really what to say, I just kind of laughed. But yeah, I was getting called a cock whisperer for a while. So we've got... How's a jay? Damn it. I want to get a good look at the jays for you. They're beautiful birds, but they're evil. Gee. What on earth is in that tree? Black caps. There's little tiny black caps in that tree. They're just bigger than a sparrow with a thick black head. Raider, yeah, cock whisperer. I knew it had come from him because he said that to us when I told him how I fixed it. But I was kind of mortified in the local shop when they called us it. And you think, oh my God. Yeti, is this going to be your winter? Is it just a cold snap like we have here? We 44. I can't remember how you work it out. I must admit I'm lazy. When I just Google temps of Fahrenheit to Celsius, I think that'll be about minus 10, I want to say, ish. It's cold. Because what Fahrenheit is freezing temperature, Yeti? Oh, they were calling us it down the town, around the shops. Raider, oh, little Jenny Wren. You know, and you just... I knew there was something going on because they were grinning when they seen us, so I was walking to the shop. 32. So yeah, you're a fair bit below. The is a nuthatch. Very clever bird. And we've got the jays. But they're going to annoy me and fly off, I think. We might find them around that side. If you haven't got Yeti, go over. He's another good lad. He's our foraging shroom guru, as well as green guru. If you go onto his Insta. This forevermore will be called bumhole tree. Looks like a bum. Diamond patination. I think that's been off the casing that they've planted it in. But it's also got a bumhole, so that is now a bumhole tree. A nuthatch as well, they have a really good memory. They'll stash and they'll stash and they'll stash food in nooks and crannies like that, in the elbows of branches. And for 30 days they know where it is. But after that 30 days, their memory starts to go, oh, we've got trees gone. Right, I think we've got trees down. I think I see a gap on this side and it's not branches. After 30 days, they forget where that stash was and they start again. Who's filthy? So yeah, really, they've got a really good memory, nuthatch. I have some in the garden and I was trying to follow them to see where they were taking the food because they're constantly foraging and taking food away. And I found out where it was in the spring. They were using a hanging basket. I suddenly had loads of sunflower seeds popping up outside of a hanging basket. Ooh, heck. I nearly went. Elaine, how you doing, chick? How's things with you? PPR, another legend in chat. How you doing? Let's have a look. It looks like a tree's gone, but not quite sure. I didn't intend on any heavy walking today because I got the leggy. Yeah, they do, Ralph. I nearly got my head took off by a baby woodpecker. It had just fledged and it wasn't exactly... It was a pigeon. It wasn't exactly very good at flying, and it took off and it was just flat in the air, and I ducked as it just started to lift. But you know when you hear a noise, I just saw a face full of baby woodpecker. I thought, oh my God. Have you got many cuckoos there, Alf? Because on the moors above you, I've seen a lot of them and heard of them, but you don't really get the cuckoos here. They're more up the moors. I'm good at laying, got a bit of a lurgy, so I'm a bit of a grump, wobbly legged, tired, but hey, such is life. I'm a bit, right, I'm just gonna go up here because I don't fancy falling. She says when she's on a cliff edge. The river's quite low. I wish they'd open that path back up. Ooh. I can't wait to get back down there. The part of the track washed away. It does look like people have been sneaky and gone down there. Oh my God, it really is moving. That big tree is slipping, slowly slipping. Right. That one was down, but it's not, it's just moved. It's pulling the whole bank forward with it. So it'll take some ice, a couple of storms. Wow, the whole bank's coming. Wow. Just come down. Ewick. Watch your feet, shaz it. Ooh. Wow. I should be back. It's just the bottom bit. It can be a bit tetchy. A work a dream, Mickey, a legend dream. Oh, me poor old legs. Right, we're going to try and catch the deer on the back end. I can tell I'm not very well. The old legs are like rubber. Oh, look. One of the world's smallest natural waterfalls. It's teeny. Cutie pie, how are you doing, chick? How are you diddling? It's amazing how quickly you warm up. You've caught 3 deer. We had over in Northumberland, we had one. She had caught a leg in a deer fence. She tried to jump it. So we nursed her. She had to have hessian on her eyes for a lot of the time because she was just freaking out. But she did all right. I'm wondering if that buck that was just over that side. Terry, is that fun? Maybe not. But I know there's a doe, a deer, a female deer that's dead down that way. Jacko, how are you doing? That mahoosive thing. I hear cock. There's a cock pheasant up on that bank, there's a few. Isn't it just, Jacko? What's saying? Licorice legs. There's a game crop just over there, hill and far away that way. Oh no, Ralph, where did you get that? Nice, beautiful sized fish. I heard a cock. Cock pheasant. I've got, I can't remember the most was, we had one day when we had 6 cock. Oh look, old man's ears, shrooms. That is old man's ears. I've actually got some of those that are dry. I don't know if you can hear the cock shouting up there. And I can see something. The jays have gone silent, they're headed this way, you never know, we might see the jays as well. Yes, cock on a hill. Little Johnny Wren. I mean, look at that, it's just snapped. Yeah, I've got a big tub of them dry, Jacko. If I make my own cheaty version of ramen, do we have badgers using this track? Let's have a look for hair. Have we got any hair on it is the question. I think not. Tell you what we will do. Some have been trying to set a trap. Right, next time we come through, I'll see if that's moved. But I've got a goldfish memory, so you'll have to remind me. Mine's always low. And, oh, cutie pie, we're close to the place where I was straddling a girth of tree. I got myself on a path and I'd forgotten that the tree was down. And instead, taking a few steps back and going round it, I just decided to straddle it. Ooh, heck, that's not well. Laughter is the best medicine. Ooh, that's a bit rotten. It's dust, orange dust. Dee Dee, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Now, Dee Dee in chat there, Dee Dee Cypress One Click is my friend I've been telling you all about. With the line-streaving cams, yes, the tree down. Oh, tree creeper. It's just gone up there. That is a little tree creeper. And they're actually all normally hard to see. And in there, you little beauty, some gold crests. So if you don't know Dee Dee, I know Jamie and Gareth come across. Click on his name, go over, and come over, watch the cams. Brilliant, brilliant guy. Dee Dee, it's freezing here today. Ooh, heck, slipped. I'm hoping that deer isn't on his own. Should be herding up by now. should be. Blackbird. Come on, little dear, where art thou? Don't actually see many tree creepers around here, so it's a nice little spot. The goldcrests are one of the smallest birds in the UK. Well, they are. They and the firecrests. They've got a little tiny bit, tiny little bird that big, with a bright yellow, longer feathered mohican. They travel in a family group and they eat spiders, basically. Spiders' eggs. They're tiny. They travel in a family group. And as you get older, your hearing drops and you're not meant to be able to hear them call. I can still hear them as yet. Nessie, if you go over to Dee Dee's, he's got some older videos. He's doing the live streams of Gaza and Israel at the moment. But he's also got more. I gave him one. Yeah, he's got a wrench. He has one. I thought you'll like it, Nessie. Lush. I've been on Dee Dee's channel since early days of Ukraine, watching the cameras, and he's got access to Pleasant AFP. He's been really fantastic coverage of camera right in the centre of Gaza, and how that camera survived as long as it did is oops a daisy, sorry about that. But yeah, go check him out. Lovely guy. If you want to see what's really happening, go over to Dee Dee's, learning history. Where have you gone, little Robin? I'd sat there. Always got your back, Dee Dee, always. Always have, always will. So here's my little Robin friend. Turn around, little birdie. I'd love to catch the deer, you know, crossing on here. Always, Quinn. So this little marsh is absolutely soaking this year. Absolutely soaking. These older silver birches, it's amazing that they last as long as they do. We can't really get much of. There's the. Right, they've got the jays over there. The jays are beautiful browns and greys, bright blue, like a peacock, bright blue. And they've got a white saddle. So at the bottom of the back to where the tail starts, you've got a big patch of white. Really pretty. I don't like the call. And they're evil. Yeti, lovely, lovely to see you. Thank you for coming in. Have a good one and stay warm. This, I believe, was a little train track. And there's those carrying crows from the modern day stone quarry and sand quarry. There's a sand quarry on the other side of the river. It's got a railway built little bridge. I have a deer there. Boom, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Welcome. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. You're a star, thank you. Yes, I'm naturally nosy by nature, and it can be my downfall. But did you get the access to the cameras? You see what is really going on. He's currently got one in Surdot pointing into Gaza Strip. If you've read or seen reports about the Al Shifa hospital, there was also a camera right next to that. You see it all. Boom, it must be really late. Is it, what time is it there, Boom? Looking for that deer. I'd love to catch him crossing path. Cutie pie, I'm terrible. And once you start watching those cameras, you are constantly got your nose on the screen. Last night, when the hostages have been released, they get let go first, and then the prisoners do from a hospital, a prison called Offa, and it's right next to the West Bank. You've got people chucking stones down, flashing lasers at the police and the army down there guarding it. And the cameraman, the reporter that we had, was high up in a building above it all. I mean, the army would be throwing down tear gas, rubber bullets, all sorts. And they moved up the bank and they went to kick off the reporters from that house. They were flashing the lasers up right at the camera, the Israeli police, and they kicked them out. And the camera guy, the reporter, was actually scared to come down from the roof of the building with his gear. He hid it. What did Dave see? Sat in the greenhouse. It's getting dark really early today, actually, Boom. Took a long time to get light this morning as well. Right, my little dear friend, where are you? Okay, there's the jays. Rick, thank you so much. Herb, thank you for coming over. I'll give you a wrench. Rick, I'll give you one as well. Thank you, Rick, you're a star. I'll give you a wrench as well. So Herb and Rick, I know from over at DD's on the cams. Lovely, lovely, lovely guys, really funny. Gary's Metal, how are you doing? So this bit's the Martian too, and I should really pay more attention on this side when I'm looking for my deer, because they do come across. I thought there was one lay down there, and you've got the game crop at the top there for the pheasants. Star Lisa, how are you doing? Thank you so much for coming over. Lisa, I hate my accent. I'm in Northern England and I was born for the south. I grew up in the northeast. So my accent is a mix of a lot of different places. We're going to go back along. I want to see if he's not down this edge, there's a good chance of that roe deer's at the top there. Ultra Maga Man, how are you doing? I'll give you a wrench. Thank you very much for coming over. When we come out of here, if we get to the hilltop, you've got Raccoony, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Give you a wrench as well. Thank you, Rick, you're a star. Martin, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Kerry, thanks for coming in, Kerry. Wow. You all rock. I will find this deer. I will find him again. Hang on. Reagan, how are you doing? I'll just give you a wrench, Reagan. You too, Diane. Thank you for coming over Rawhead as well. Hi, sir. How are you doing? Diane, did I give you a wrench there? Hang on, 2 secs. There you go, you got a wrench. Everyone, I give wrenches over here. You can check each other out. can't be nosy like me. So everyone that's just come in are my friends. River Rat, how are you doing? Back at you, River Rat. So everyone that just came in is from Dee Dee's channel. They are all amazing people. Every single one. Ultraman, we just had a roe deer buck or stag on that side. You're gonna go back around and try catch him. I don't know why they're not eating all the crab apples, but it's been a decent year for the apples. We're gonna go try find him, Ultramagger. The main deer around here is roe deer. And we have, where's he gone, cock pheasant? Scott, how are you doing? Very soggy. Scott, it's freezing here. Absolutely freezing. Warhead, I am, I'll be able to show you at the top, close to the border with Scotland. You have the Pennines. Aha, Jays, right. Jay, stay where you are, little birdie. I will catch you. Raccoony, how are you doing? Raccoony, I just gave you a wrench. Sorry, I don't like that call. Bonfire, how are you doing? Thanks for coming over. Popsy, how are you doing? Anko, thank you for coming over. Jay sound like a wounded vulture. Oh, you lot have made my day. So the hills in the background there, you'll see them better when we get around there. They're kind of hidden in the clouds. Oh, the Pennines. Ooh, we've got some dogs coming. Aaron, how are you doing? Bandit, good to see you, thanks for coming in. I'll give you a wrench as well. Oh, we've got a lady coming with the dogs. Sin, Lino, thank you so much for coming in, ladies. How are you feeling, Sin? You alright? Scottish guy, how are you doing? Yeah, Scottish guy behind us is what was a Roman quarry. Yeah. Dates back to 209 AD, and it was stone used to repair and build outposts for Hadrian's Wall. Hadrian's Wall is about 4 miles that way. If you look up the Battle of Helbeck, that is also in the opposite direction. I'll take you to the edge of the wood there. That was battled in 1569. Dave, I'm watching this path get so slippy. The Roman quarry, 2009 AD, the chippings where they've worked the stone face is still really fresh for sandstone. Blows my mind. There's graffiti there. I found where the graffiti is, but I can't quite get to it. Sin, yes, there's a priory close by. King Edward was up here fighting the Scottish, and he got sick and he decided to rest at that priory. He ended up staying for 6 months and he almost bankrupted the priory. It was the seat of government, so really the centre of England for those 6 months. Silver, how are you doing? So, it's just so much history. I need to get back up to Hadrian's Wall. I don't know if you've heard of Sycamore Gap for Hadrian's Wall. Raccoony at the minute is just above freezing. The rest of the week it's going to be pretty much the same. Getting down to as low as about -5, -6. We're going to head that way. Steve, how are you doing? Brent, lovely to see you. How are you doing? Let's give you a wrench, Brent. Just so much history. I wanted to do the walk to Sycamore Gap. A disgruntled local actually cut the tree down, so it's kind of poignant to go to it anyway. Sycamore Gap, the tree, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, right at the start of the movie, the little boy gets chased up the tree. That's Sycamore Gap. And we'll have people coming from all over the world to walk Hadrian's Wall, but also to see that tree. Ivor, how you doing, Ivor? Hang on a sec, Ivor. Give you a wrench. Ivor, I can't see you. Where art thou? Up there? Sorry, Ivor. Hell's Bells, how are you doing? Good morning. Sorry, Hell's Bells, I didn't see you. I'm so rude. If I don't see you, shout at me. I don't want to be ignorant. Ivor Toad, can you say something in chat for us, because I can't see you? Frostbite, how you doing, Paul? So yeah, we'll skip around that side. I do walks pretty much every day during the week, out and about at these kind of places. The local church, or the original church, it was actually a Roman outpost, like a sentry post before it became a church. And it was built with stone on the extension that was rubbed out from other Roman buildings. Scottish guy. And I need a gap in the trees. Well, we're going that way anyway. Those hills up there, there's gold up in those hills. Yeah, Rick, it's for everyone just to check each other out. Go be nosy. Oh, honestly, Dee Dee, the wood behind us, we're going to walk back that way. There was a battle in 1569. 3,000 mercenaries were hired to take a castle by force. They would have been paid part in gold before battle, and they would be paid the rest after battle. But they were all slain, so there's 3,000 lots of gold in that wood. A lot will have kept the gold on them, so the Queen's soldiers would have taken that as their bounty, but the more astute will have hidden it. I would love to find that gold. So we have ivy, we have hawthorn. The hawthorn on this side is used to make a natural fence. Rowan, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Oh, whoops, hang on. Rick, thank you so much. Sorry, Rowan, I pressed the wrong button. So, like these ones in the side of a branch, and they push it over, and they weave them together to make a natural fence. On quarry. It's amazing you can still see the tool marks. I'll take you back along there. I'm trying not to fall. I'm quite good at falling over. Really good at falling over. Oh, Jamie, it sucks. If you can get some Sudafed, give it a go. Yeah, blistering that comes into DD's is my mate, Jamie. Blistering barnacles. Right, let's get right around here. Just get past here. Oh, see, not a million miles away, Scottish guy. Yes, we mainly have silver birch, beech, oak. There's the odd yew tree, not many. There's the hawthorn. They're pretty much the main tree types here. Did she? Mick in chat is our resident fisherman. He goes live out on the lakes, sometimes sea fishing when weather allows. So you can see on this one, see how those branches are horizontal? They are cut at the base, about 2/3 of the way through, and woven together. So those hills there, that are partly hidden, I must be honest, is the Pennines. Jamie gets some lemon juice, honey, and you know, but like that, I'll put a little slug of whiskey and make yourself a nice hot toddy. The beech trees aren't native. They were brought in and planted a couple of 100 years ago. So you've got a copse of beech there, another one there, and another bigger one where we're going. I reckon I love being up on the moors, but it's just too wet. My dad was up there, kind of along the valley up above those hills, and it was just too wet to go up. Sorry, Brett, can't be helped. I try. Doesn't it just? And the feeling in this wood, the energy is unbelievable. So we're going to be going through the farm, up on the track that way. I'm looking to see if I'm going to get wet. It doesn't look too bad. Moving from the northeast. Jenzy, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. What bait are you making up for this time, Mick? Mick's making his bait up for when he goes, Carl, how are you doing? Thank you for coming over. Here, Carl, I'll give you a wrench. There you go. So it's quite shaded, I suppose, the round quarry. But 1800 years old tool marks, mental. They dated it from the graffiti left behind. There's also a rare piece of masonry up there that was removed to preserve it, called the Written Rock of Geld. Right, my little dear, where are you? He could be making his way through and up onto there. Ooh. Gary, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Take your thermals. Does it get cold again down there, Mick? I'd love to walk that hill, but it's privately owned. There is a footpath up there. There's actually a tower set on top. But shooting season town, I don't really want shot. Have a go. If you haven't seen Gary, go check him out. Anyone from Aberdeen's, has there been any news on the hostages as yet? I was trying to look for families. Randall, how are you doing? Saying, yes, I can, especially when there's a cow behind me. Those moors that I was just showing, I had a run-in with a cow who I was in the middle of her and a calf, unawares. I'm not a fan of being in field with cows. They scare me a little bit, well, a lot. Wow, wow, how are you doing? Do you know what? I love this kind of temperature. It's lovely for walking. You don't get too hot. You soon warm up. Just heading back to the Roman quarry. There you go, there's one of the cows. That cow, I actually got stuck in a field with a couple of hundred dairy cows. I thought I'd be fine, they were all laid down and I was walking along the fence line. Thought, yes, I'll get past them. I heard steps and lo and behold, there was a cow right behind me. Yeah, you know it. Yes, the lists that have been handed over. There's a list of 11 Israelis even, can't be Iranians. I don't know the nationality of any others, but the Israelis haven't told the families yet. So the media is surmising that there's an issue with families getting split up. But like the other day, they'll be threatening at midnight to go drop missiles again if it doesn't get sorted out. It's tropical. I was some age. Sin, so that I. Every time I see a list of names come out, I keep hoping he's on it. It was nice to see Emily Hand get back to her family. Carl, it was -5 here Saturday night, well, Saturday morning. And it's only really thawed out a little bit today, but it's going to drop again tonight. So I've got a roe deer booking here, I'm trying to find him. I've been looking for the deer coming back through. The main deer here are Celsius, -5 Celsius. Yeti that was in before, he's in Oklahoma. And he said he'd had, is it 22 degrees he'd had there today? Thank you for coming over, Rick, you're a star. All the crows are getting ready to go to bed. As you can tell, we've had a lot of rain recently. Right, where is he? Yes, I'm live most Monday to Fridays out for a walk. Yes, Scott, everyone can check each other out. Nick, you're there. So Mick goes fishing with his better half, who is Right Touch of Fishing, on her channel there. And it's really fun. And funny. Scott, I'll show you some history down in this wood. We're about 15 minutes walk when we hit the wood from the Battle of Helbeck site. This river that we're going to be above, it connects with a smaller river. Narwith Castle is the local castle. And the rightful heir died suddenly. So Leonard Dacre decided he was going to take it by force. And he hired the 3,000 mercenaries. The Queen sent her troops. And all the mercenaries were slain. Dear, where out there? They could be hanging around in a silver birch. Ivor, there you are. Sorry, Ivor, I didn't catch you before. And the castle went to the rightful heir. But as I was saying, a Scottish guy, they thought I would love to find that gold. Eden, how you doing? Dee rocks. Absolutely rocks. If I miss anyone, shout at me. I don't mean to be ignorant and rude. Really, Demi? Photos for Anxiety is our resident photographer. Mr. Deer, where art thou? We did see him in the back of here. Jamie, isn't it just? I was hooked from Ukraine on DDs and, well, an old stone wall, a retaining one. Yes, there's ruins all around this area. So that's more of a fancy stone wall, it's a retaining wall. We're about to hit the farm cobbles again. These are from the original farm, a couple of 100 years old. Not made for tractors, but they're still good today. When you look at this track and then you go over the top. Diane, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. Waterproof walking boots, Rick. And then you've got the farm cobbles. You've also got the old barn that they've capped off with a new barn. Oh, the farmer's dosing sheep. Oopsie, so I'll hold you down until we get past the farmer. Saxon, how are you doing? Saxon, I've got a stupid car. My car hates the cold. Massively doesn't like it. So I was in the local garage today getting some diesel. And I just happened to ask and I thought, oh, tops it'll be like £80. No. 180 to 240 pounds just for a car battery. So we're right inside the marsh now. And you think, what? So I shall nurse that battery that hates the cold through the winter until after Christmas. It's the battery on it hates the cold. Is that, where is he? There's a roe deer buck and he was in here. We'll go down to the wood. Carla Star, thank you. So, if it's not hawthorn, it's stone. This is sandstone out from the woodland where we're going. Just stack stone in a certain way and it will stand 100 years plus. Unless you've got sheep and cattle on the other side pushing against it. Trying to zoom in with gloves. You see there's air straight through the wall. There's nothing holding it up. It's just the stone itself. Nicole, wine cellar, how you doing? There's Mick's wall. You have a couple of layers that are laid. It's hard to show you on this one. So you've got a bigger layer there. No, Mick, I forgot to charge it. I'll charge it for tomorrow. If you're fishing tomorrow, I'll charge it for Wednesday. Really? I didn't know that. I'll have to look that up. So you'll have 2 rows. You see that row there? There's usually a bottom row that sits out, and then you've got the top pieces stacked with the air just to blow through. And they stand, and they're so easy to put back together. If the bit needs repaired like it is further down here. Do you know what, Reagan? It's amazing that some of the places here, there's the Lake District. That's a World Heritage Site. It's a range of mountains, about 40 minutes from here. And they've got stone walls, like vertical. Yes, they do acknowledge it's a dying trade, this dry stone walling. But it's just such a handy resource in areas like this on the moors. It's not sandstone, it's usually limestone. And again, it's just under the surface, and they don't really have to split it. It naturally forms blocks, unlike these sandstone ones. Cringe sure is. When we were in the lakes or on top of the moors, you see that piece just there, that's just been repaired. Not great by any standards, but it's put it back together. You've also got pieces they would rub out buildings. A lot of the Roman forts and Hadrian's Wall, they would use the stone from those to build the farms, to build walls. You quite often find little bits of stone that's been masonry on a building. Dan, how are you doing? I'll quickly take you to the quarry. It's only just around the corner. Queen Nessie is up at Glasgow. She's in Scotland. But if she jumps up and down at a window with a mirror, and if you squint your eyes hard enough when we're on top of a hill, you can almost see her. She's about an hour and a half, and 45 minutes away from here. Harry, how are you doing? Liam and Lozzie, good to see you. How's you? Eden, if you look up the written rock of Gelt spelled Gelt, that was just around the corner where we're going. And if you look up the Battle of Hellbeck, basically Hell and then Beck, Beck, and it tells you the history that's within this woodland here. Right, 2 minutes, we're almost at the quarry. Oh, cool. Have you got any snow there yet, Harry? Starting to hear the river. Oop. I nearly walked in the tree trying to reach out. I'm good at that. So this fence line is actually on the cliff edge. But we're going to go to the base of it. On the other side of the woodland, there's a sand quarry, still used today. There's very little soil. It's all sandstone here. Yes, there's a lot of silver birch in this area, especially on the marshes. I've got a couple in the garden. I save the branches that fall for kindling to light the fire. Right, signal behave, and I'll quickly take you to the quarry, or the first section of the quarry. Oop. I'm just watching my feet. The ground's not the best. Oh, cool, Harry. And the pheasants are calling away. Right, let's go. Why is it getting so dark? Oh, well, if you look up that battle, the Battle of Hellbeck, 3,000 mercenaries and none of them walked away. This river below us, when I get on the top here, was said to run red with their blood for 3 days after the battle. Basically a ravine. And we've got the first section of Roman quarry here on the left, as I try to not fall over. The dating was from some graffiti. It mentioned Emperor Cerberus and commanders, British commanders at the time, whose names I can never remember. And that's how they dated it to around 209 AD. So this stone was cut by masons, coated by slaves. You'd have had the Roman soldiers here, all the way through. Right, I'll try and get a little bit closer. Dinosaurs. I'm a dinosaur. I'm kind of sad that those trees are going to drop because they're going to hide this section. This is actually one of the smaller sections of the Roman quarry. You can zoom in yourself, actually. It'll probably hold it better. Yeah, there's my dogs. There's Sam, Jack and Willow. 3 Labradors. Jack and Willow were mum and dad to the puppies as well. So this is a smaller section. There is a larger section around the back. From here, Hadrian's Wall, where the stone was used, is about 4.5 miles away. And the terrain is not great, so to transport that stone, huge undertaking. Fortunately, those trees are going to drop. The piece with the graffiti that I've been trying to find for ages is actually the other end of this cliff face that we're actually on top of. Part of the path below has collapsed, so I can't take you down as yet, but when I do, I'm going to clamber. I'm up here and not on there because that's actually a stream, believe it or not. And sandstone, everything's just down on the bedrock. You can see how little soil there is by just the roots, so shallow. No way. Where at? Is that China? Because there's been a big outbreak of a pneumonia-like disease. Look at yours. Could even be oxen, Eden. So let me get over the top. Another day if you're in, I'll take you to, oh, it's a dog. Saw a dog, I didn't know what it was. I'll take you to the other side with the bigger wall. I've got other videos on it as well though. Ooh heck, nearly slipped. That dog looked remarkably like my dog. But I know my dog is in her crate at home. I'll just let these ladies get away first. Yeah, ultra. I was watching that a couple of days ago, thinking, here we go. PPR, this woodland is amazing. The atmosphere is just beautiful. Actually, I'm just looking, you see that big branch there? It's not attached. No, it's not attached, it's just resting. Eden, there's also Lanarkos Prairie. King Edward I was up in the north, battling the Scots. He took ill and decided to rest at Lanarkos Prairie. He ended up being there for 6 months, and he almost bankrupted the monks and the priory, looking after his entourage and extensions they had to put in to keep him happy. So it was actually, for all it's close to the border with Scotland, it was the seat of England, just up the road. I actually nearly went to the priory today. Yeah. Making he's probably a bit unsure of me because I keep telling him no, channel owners won't put gloves on for him. I get myself into a few scrapes. Shall we meet the old lady? Skippy. Silver Shroud is calling me Skippy because Dan, that was in chat earlier on, calls me Skippy. He did me a shout out video and he was talking to me on screen calling me Skippy because I'm always out walking. So it kind of stuck. Cindy, how are you doing? I had a dream with you in, believe it or not. It is Baltic, isn't it, Cindy? And it's going to get colder. But I've heard there's gold in, I did actually find some flakes. South Tyne up in the moors. And some beautiful fossils up there. My stone collection. That sheep was loud. It's been noticed. Yeah, with me falling over and getting lost and chased by cattle. As I do. Keeps life entertaining though. He's doing alright, he's a busy bee, as are they all. When the Queen died, I tell you who really, really stuck out and who I was really impressed with Princess Anne. She was amazing. So sad to see it. Look, I find white feathers everywhere. Yeah, I found one. DJ, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I found one. I've got it. Ooh, where have I put it? Is it inside? And it looks like a starfish. So it's about, it doesn't come to a point, it's rounded, and it's about 1.5 inches into the stone, and it almost spirals. It's got the skeleton for a lot of it, a little pokey hole. Yeah, ever since my grandma died, Silver. Rex, how you doing? Ever since my grandma died, I'll see white feathers everywhere. I actually want to go back. Where I find the fossils is actually under a viaduct. And close to that viaduct, it's about a 12-mile walk that I do. It actually goes through. Colin, thank you so much. You're a star. Thank you. Mariah, thank you for coming in. Let's give you a wrench. Colin, hang on, I'll get you a wrench, Colin. Ooh, one of my screen updates. Thank you, Colin, you star. There's so many lovely walks, but near that viaduct is the largest officers' prisoner of war camp for hardline Nazi officers. There was 3,000, I think, there. Ralph, that was in chat, he's actually got war art. They worked on the local farms, they had their own newspaper, and they integrated really well. Well, there's a lot of the prisoner of war camp buildings still standing. Pheasant, where are you? It's winter here and we've had a lot of rain. Found strawberry. Oh, you've got Rowan coin. Pheasant. Ooh, very nice. Do you post them? Do you put stuff on your channel? If you do, I'll come over. We have, Jane was in earlier, we have a lot of metal detecting community coming. Got fishing, metal detecting. Oh, damn it. I was right next to that buzzard. That buzzard was just sat there. I didn't see it. She's moving ahead. Ooh, heck, I dropped you. Ooh, that was close. I don't hunt anything these days. There's a big hawk. It's the largest bird of prey in this area. Right next to us. Oh, my lord. Oh, my heart. Pheasants have a habit of doing that. They'll sit really low down. So here's the buzzard, if it doesn't move. Buzzard is the biggest bird of prey around here. It actually looks like it's got something. They'll take rabbits, they'll take carrion off the side of the road. But yeah, buzzards, it's on its own. It could be one of the chicks. Rick, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you very, very much as well. You're a star, thank you. I need it to poke its head down. It's actually got something in its beak. It could have been actually on the deer carcass around the back. But buzzards are huge, they're like a turkey on the ground. I had one walking around my chicken pen and I had the fear for my chickens, but it stayed away. It's watching me, but it's not moving. Oh, my hands are getting numb. Northwoods Press, how are you doing? Thank you for coming over. You're a star, thank you. That's what I was saying. See, the pheasants, they will wait until you're on top of them. I've actually got a shot up of the last pheasant that made my heart panic. And there we have a field fare. Come back, little birdie. Field fares are just larger than a blackbird and a thrush. Really pretty birds. They actually come in my garden. I leave fallen apples for the birds, and the field fares love them. There it goes. Yeah, I don't like the lamping myself. So the pheasants have got cover on the top there, game crop, it's like a sugar beet. Gareth, 4 months, wow. You're a star. Electronic progression, thank you for coming over. Pardon my French for that deer before, that pheasant. I'm now on edge looking for more. Looking for more. How you doing, Gareth? That last night. So Gareth is the bravest man on YouTube. That is in the chat now. Abandoned and Forgotten Wales. He charts and documents old mines in Wales, and he goes to some crazy, scary places. Ha! He didn't make a noise. Nice pheasant. So we've got another cock pheasant there. Another 2 actually. So if you don't know Abandoned, worth a watch. I'm claustrophobic, so he does scare the hell out of me. A lot. Teeny tiny little gaps that you squeeze it through. So I've got 2 trenches on either side. I'm just being really careful for birds. Oh, there's loads of them, Rex, absolutely loads of pheasants. Bugs. It's a bit cold for bugs to be out. Northwoods, thank you for coming in, you're a star. Thank you very much. All the birds are getting ready to roost. They're having their last little feed of the day. Still haven't seen that deer. He must have been sat down in there. But we'll see him again. He won't travel too far now. We did have a herd of about 6 last spring, so hopefully some does will join him soon. Either it doesn't take me much to get tongue-tied. Wow, he scares the life out of me. He makes bad words come out my fingertips. It's terrifying. Some of the gaps he squeezes through, he's got to take his hard hat off to fit through. Terrifying, but absolutely beautiful places. You've got boot prints and fingerprints from the miners. It's got tools left behind, it's unreal. Ooh, my poor little cold fingers. Nice one, Steve. Steve, what you been up to? Have you seen the snow forecast? Hopefully midweek. So excited for some snow, can't wait. You're still upright. That's one way to take it, I suppose. Great Lakes, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Can't stand bracken, can't stand it in the summer, can't stand it in the winter. The smell of bracken is awful. Don't like it. Poof, flies. Need a pocket warmer. I'm not one for gloves and hats. I must admit, I don't normally, but I've got one on, so there's brownie points, and I don't like holding things with gloves. So I tend just to grin and bear it. Hats and me don't get on. I don't even wear a scarf, you know that, unless it is blizzard season. I bet your arms are sore, Gareth, after going down, up and down that rope, or down and up that rope, I should say. Oh, cool. Eden, I'll come across your Insta and I'll give you Yeti that was in here earlier. You might like his too. Kind of sad this tree came down. It's an old ash. Ooh, heck. Nessie, I'm missing my Baileys. Daughter's not been to Tesco's yet, or Morrison's actually. I don't even think Morrison's deliver here. My coffee is minus Baileys until I can talk her into going. Exactly. Steve, I've still got hello my little robin friend. Little robin. Still got my shearer's testimonial scarf, the programmes, and on the seats you had the card with the black or white on and a picture. I've still got all that screwed away. Asda as well. How much is it in Asda? Because it's £13 for a litre bottle. Yeah, the Newcastle team doctor at the time of the testimonial actually used to come in the pub. He lived in Brampton and he said he could get with tickets. So I drove. There was me and a friend and a couple of lads that were always at the matches. I drove them as well. Got to St James's and I had to meet the doctor at the front door, and he was very specific about giving me 2 tickets and the boys 2 tickets. And at the time it was like, why has he been like that? We were right behind the Gordons to John Hall stand. Up above us were the Celtic fans who had been on the road for 2 weeks, I think it was. Was it Steve McManaman's testimonial at the same time, that kind of time frame? Well, the Newcastle one was the last one on the way back up Scotland. And the noise was unreal. And I said to him, mate, I am so glad we haven't got tickets up in there. And we had a little giggle. It was bouncing. 13, ooh, it's the same. Little field sparrow. So after the match, met the lads. One of them had a face like thunder. Sure enough, the doctor had given them tickets. But their tickets were in the Celtic balcony. Ooh, horses. Are you coming this way? And one of them had to keep whispering in the other one's ear and tell him he's not allowed to jump up and down if Newcastle score. There you go. Horses. So they were a bit traumatised. We'll see how it goes. Did we beat Chelsea 3-1? The last look it was 3-1. I was like, ooh. These hazels were all cleared out of hazelnuts really quickly this year. I hope it was the birds rather than people. If you forage, only take a small portion of what's there. Leave the rest for the wildlife. Wow, we've got some goats up here. They've got a bit of an identity crisis. You'll see what I mean. They've got really long hair on the back legs and the chest. But their middles, it's like they've been shaved. They are, I think, an Italian mountain goat. One of them, well, two of them were trying to headbutt us before. They're funny, they're cute. My horned little friends. Do you know what, Gareth? Funny enough, I just, on the way out on this walk, I had passed me on the main road a motorsport ambulance on the back of a trailer, just looked like a regular ambulance, and it had motorsport support ambulance written on the side. Didn't even know they exist. There we have the tree of girth. A couple of storms ago it got snapped. I think it's a big old beech. There's a pair of tawny owls in one of these trees and I can't work out which one. Where's my little horny friends? Sometimes I've brought them feed before, but they'll ignore it and just want dead leaves. I do love goats. I love their attitude. I'd like to come back as a honey badger or a goat, purely because people expect them to be awkward and stubborn and devious, and you just get away with it. I think it would actually be a lot of fun. Right, where are they? Yeah, Shaz likes a bit of girth. Kerry, how are you doing? And not at this end. Nature lovers, how are you? Ooh, they're still down this end. Right, we'll tiptoe over the branches. Sorry, I have a habit of talking really fast, I'm sorry. And I've got a horrible accent. Right. Under the tree. Wish they cut the branches back. Hello, my horny friends. See, they're coming to see me. Well, no, actually, they're ignoring me. I nearly walked into a tower of horse poop. Hello, my little buddies. Hello, little folk, my little horny friends. Hello. You're going to headbutt me, aren't you? Hey, oh no, we're going to get tongues. No, we're not going to get tongues. Here you go. He was bitten by a dog and he lost part of his ear. So he's usually really twitchy. I can't remember the name. I'm sure it's Italian. Or are they Swiss? All three boys. You scowled at me. Do you know what? I'd love goats. I've always wanted to have goats. Look at him. Like, if you knock that fence post down, you're going to hurt me. Gareth, I'll send you a link that Nessie sent me. A goat called Gary the Goat on TikTok. So funny. But yeah, normally they just kind of sit on the hill and, oh heck, don't headbutt me. Right, are you going to headbutt? Oh no. Right, you're going to get your head stuck in the barbed wire. Oh, I just love goats. We used to have goats, but not little cute things like these ones. These are the big white, typical nannies. Pure white and huge. When I was pregnant with my son, I would go headbutting me. I went into the pen to feed her and collect chicken eggs, and she got my knee stuck between her horns. That was a pleasant experience. I was about 8 months pregnant at the time. Hello. I'm not picking your nettles. Sorry, but I'm not. Oh, I've got gloves on, I can. Right, let's see if my gloves will stop me getting nettled. Ha 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 ha. Maybe you like nettles, do you? Right, hang on, we'll find another one. Hope you're not getting nettled on my fingertips. Look at him. He's really grumpy. Do you want one? There, look, get it quick before he gets you. How rude. He's really moody. That's cringe to him. Oh, you knocked your teeth out. No way, ouchie. Northwest, thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate it. Oop. I froze there. Thank you for being here, Northwest. Pleasure as always. We've actually got the main road just over the bank here, so it gets a little bit noisy on the way down. Quinn, it's not in mine, to be honest. I do try, I really do try, but I fail often. But laughter is the best medicine ever. Down here is a monument to some Jacobites that were hung from a tree here in the Jacobite Rebellion. Okay, it's cold. We've got a cold snap from Scandinavia kind of hitting. It started, and it's going to get really cold here and not get above freezing for a few days, which is going to be fun. I'll have to march up some hills to keep warm, I think, for lives. See, I love goats, they're just funny. Really funny, but you expect it, so you let them off. Our goat, she died giving birth. The first twin was fine, but she died with the second twin. So Kitty was hand-reared from the second she was born, pretty much. She would play tag. She would chase around with my brother, playing tag and jumping on picnic tables. Just getting herself into trouble all the time. So funny. Isn't he just? Steve is doing well for 83. Trying to watch my feet. Someone in the idea bank, it wasn't such a good idea. They've actually dumped concrete on this track and then driven over it. So it's very potholey and option for me to fall flat on my face. So funny. 83. Milk Bouncer, how are you? Ultra Mega Man, thank you so much for coming in. It's really appreciated. Thank you. Lovely having you here. That tree is ridiculous. How's things, Milk Bouncer? What's the temperature, Kerry? I think your winter will be kind of our best summer. Now, I thought there was snow across the border in Scotland, but it's just on the moors. Sunlight's hitting it, that's Scotland on the horizon. I get snow envy. I love snow. Nice one, Northwoods, thank you. Honestly, Bug Bounce is freezing here. Do you find that you have the seasonal affective disorders, the darker night? Do you even get proper darker nights? New Mexico, will you? I don't even think you will. Or much of them anyway. Blue sky. Jim, how you doing? PPR, lovely having you here. Lovely to see you. Have a good one. Sarah in chat's our domestic goddess. She puts me to shame. What's on the menu tonight, Sarah? Oh, sorry, Big Bounce, but that's not great at all. I'm sorry. There's some mighty fine people in this chat to talk to. Jamie, thank you. Yes, Gareth, you lot coming up. I'm not going to go down. You'll be able to tie us up and drag us down the holes. But were you wanting to go to that bit on the moors? The Gares one. I'll come up there with you. It'll be fun. I feel safe meeting you lot. Doctor, how are you doing? Thank you for coming over, Doctor. Pork chop, how are you doing? My fox red and the black girl are actually parents to those puppies. My mum and dad, the mum got mastitis and I had to bottle feed them. A couple of days old, and being 9, I'd finished one round of feeding after about an hour and a half, and I'd have to start again another couple of hours later. So it was a lot of work. I loved every second. Mum and Dad, they've got one. She's going to be a working dog. Ooh, I'll hold the tea. There's a bit next to Holt Whistle. It's kind of near where you stopping. Don't know if you can get down in there though. That is one of the most recently shut ones. Ooh, sorry, my finger's in the way. There's Barden Mill. Just be mindful of Barden Mill. There's a few. I'll speak to you off here though. Yes, Scott. So the horizon all the way along is Scotland. You've got the Cumbrian border along there. It's marshes, it's peat, it's moorland. You've actually got the sea between us and those hills in the background there. That's a Solway, a place called Gretna Green. Just at that end there. Gretna Green, people elope and get married there over the anvil. And if Nessie jumped up and down with a mirror, a very big mirror, she's like an hour and a half that way-ish. Allison's, well, I'll bring the coffee. I'll bring you a coffee and Bailey's. You'll like it. You'll like it a lot. See, I trust you lot. I know that you aren't weird. You catch my drift. This area of the horizon, just lit up where my pink glove is the peat moss, and a lot of the local men, as the coal mines closed down, worked up there cutting the peat. Peat was used for heating, as well for additives for soil and whatnot. Johnny, the king of steak. If you haven't been on Johnny's and seen that steak he was cutting, unbelievable. Oh, cool. Well, I am Flexters. Uek. Which end of which I get a bit freaked out when people live close to where I am, you know. Yeah, well, Gretna is kind of, it's about 25 minutes, half an hour that way, the way I drive. You've got the Lake District Mountains just over there. It's a World Heritage Site. Foothills. Well, you know what I mean. Gareth and Oren is all going, and Irish, or is it just you and Irish? They're quite normal compared to some that you find on YouTube. Loads of history. You've got Southern S, that's like Dumfries and Galloway, all along that edge there, just across the sea. Gretna Green, there's a coffee and Bailey's. Northwoods. Yummy. Coffee and Baileys is my thing. All three, get in. It's going to be fun. You'll have to tell us a crack, messages with it, or where you're going to stop. Oh, there's not much there. There's a pub. And you're close to that RAF base. Oh, I'll tell you the crack about that place as well. So yeah, it's going to be cold. The temperature's already dropping. I can feel it. So you lovely lot, thank you all for joining me. I need to go and make some coffee myself. I am starting to get cold because I stood still. And everyone coming over from Dee Dee's, thank you very much for coming over. You're rock. If you haven't got Dee Dee, check him out. Lovely guy. Yeah, Nessie, do a twerk. If you do a twerk, we won't be able to see you. And you go, hello, Nessie. So, thank you all for joining me. A blast as always, a lot of fun, and I'm so glad we've got that deer. Alright, thank you. Bye now.